Good morning. This is Judy from Artistic Artifacts, and we are located in Alexandria, Virginia. And we are a brick and mortar and website online business. And it all takes place in Alexandria, Virginia. So I hope everybody's is doing okay today. It's been a little bit of a turmoil in the last couple of weeks. For us in Washington, D.C. and other parts of the world, it's been a little tricky. So we hope that you're okay. We hope that you're taking care of yourself, and that the best thing that you can do is do something creative, to hand stitching, painting, journaling, whatever it is you can do. We hope that you take time for yourself and create. So with that, I have a couple of announcements, and then we're going to talk about our Artistic Artifacts Creative Summit, which we're very proud of. It's been very successful, and we're really excited about our teachers that we have lined up for this year. But first of all, I would like to ask for your vote. If you have not voted for your favorite quilt store, and it doesn't, we have people who join us from all over the world, and it's all okay. We can still be your favorite quilt store, but we would really appreciate you going to the contest and voting for Artistic Artifacts. So that is, it's really important for us. We appreciate your comments. They help keep us going. Confirming that we are doing things correctly and that you are part of our community. Annie has also added another category that has to do with community, and we think it should be the Artistic Artifacts Community Award. So, we just think it says a lot about us as a business and as individual people. I've seen a lot of changes in the quilting retail industry in a number of years. So I know there's lots and lots of businesses out there with the owners that community is important. Being happy is important. Being greeted, being treated as a respected customer, and the customer respecting the employee. So I've seen a huge shift in that, and I'm so happy for that, because we are in the retail business. And I'm in the retail business because I love talking to people. I love greeting my customers. That is the best part of my day. Unfortunately, I get bogged down in paperwork, so you don't see me all the time, but that is the best part of my day. So if you have not voted, please vote for us. And if you have a concern or a question, because you're asking for the positive, but if there's anything that you think should be brought to my attention, my email is judy@artisticartifacts.com. So please feel free to use that email to contact me personally. So that would be awesome. The other thing is, we're talking about a creative summit that's here in Alexandria, but as some of you might already know, we do travel the world. So we have a creative retreat that's in Italy, where we have a studio, we have supplies, we work on a journal. It's wonderfully fun. We're in the middle of a medieval town. We live with the locals, and it is fabulous. And we visit some really wonderful Renaissance art, gardens, the tarot garden, just very significant creative ways. I grew up, I was able to go to Italy when I was younger, and I thought they just had art in the churches. That was the only place I ever saw art. Whereas, when we go to this area, we're an hour and a half north of Rome, you see the outdoors and you see the art outside and more Renaissance oriented, and it's a lot of fun. So that is in September. We still have some spaces available. There is information. You can contact Louis. He is the owner of Italian Cultural Tours and my partner in this event that we hold. It is limited. We do not, it's a very intimate got tour, studio, all that stuff. So, it's not like you're in a room with 50 people. We are in a room with less than 20. So, please know that that's the quality that we do. The other tour that I have coming up is, Kerala, which I leave in 2 weeks. I don't know if anybody wants to jump on a plane and go with us, but, the next, yeah, Kyle keeps on going, when am I going? When am I going? But the next trip that's available for India is Rajasthan, and it is in 2026. It is up. We are taking emails for people that are interested. And if you'd like that, please email me and I will forward you to the agent, and the person who has developed the program and who I travel with, Isha, and, we will get you that information. So if you'd like some global, creative experiences, we offer that as well. But let's see. I didn't write my note this time. Let's see. Local travel. I'm doing good. I got them all. Okay. All right. So
just before you get started, Leighanna is on.
Oh, Leighanna. Great. Awesome. What time is it there? Leighanna, what time is it there? All right. Okay. So Creative Summit. We take 3 days once a year and create classes that are mixed media. This year, we have gone to 4 days. We have Leighanna Light, who, I don't know, can you bring her on screen? I don't know how to do that, but.
I don't think she's on where we can do that.
Okay.
I can do that. She's just not.
That's okay. That's fine. Leighanna can just be there. She'll join in when she thinks you need to know something. So we have Leighanna coming from, the West. So we have 2 2-day classes. So the summit has grown in 3 years to 4 days. So Leighanna's classes, she came to Artistic Artifacts pre-COVID, and I actually got to take a class. I'm like, how did I do that? And I actually got stuff done. So maybe they tied me to my chair. So this is my journal. And I know Leighanna has different names for her journals and things, but basically what I want you to know is you're working with heavy canvases, you're working with paints. She does a lot with, I'm going to not make the right word. Textures. Yes. Molding paste type stuff. These are all pieces that I brought to the table. And then I, again, like bright colors. And I wanted to incorporate some textiles, which Leighanna does as well. And I had I haven't looked at this one in a long time. It's pretty good. This is, again, printed on fabric, but you can see the backgrounds and all of that we worked with, Leighanna on it. And it was really quite exciting. All these moldings in 3 dimensions. It's like plaster of Paris is what I'm trying to think of. But everything is about texture. Boy, I really got a lot done. I wonder how that happened. Here you can see. So, and I do have some pages that are open, but it's a different, totally unique, for me, experience with working with this heavy canvas, having it stand up. We're not making a quilted piece where we have everything as a single page. Really, really enjoyed it obviously quite a bit. And then this is Leighanna's sample that she sent us called Petey's Book, which is her class. And this is, again, if you look at the textures, it looks like you've picked up, she talks about layering. I want to look at these edges in here. They're wonderful. And just because you maybe want to do it for your pets or you don't want to do it for your pets, it's the setting it up. Oh, this is cool. Oh, foil. So very, very interesting way that Leighanna puts these books together. So this is a 2-day class and a lot of drawing occurs. So you definitely need the 2 days. Here you go. And again, layers and textures, pictures. A lot of, she's definitely fabric oriented with strips as well as papers, which is always what Artistic Artifacts says. You can use all of these things together.
This is the best page.
We have the two cat lovers here. Isn't that a riot? Yes. Okay.
Juana says hi.
Oh, hello, Juana. So the rusted pieces, the book is just wonderful. Leighanna, do you want to add any notes? One of the things that we try to strive for, because people do fly in and drive in to attend this, is that we try to keep the supply lists under control. And I know I have gone to a class before where I had a really long supply list and we didn't use half of it. Leighanna promises that you will use everything on your supply list. There's some things that we can provide, but there's really a detailed list for Leighanna, and it's worth everything to go ahead and do that. Okay. The other class has to do with elements and sculptures in 3 dimensions. These are some samples. Again, we were lucky enough that this was the class that was held pre-pandemic, and we neglected to give you your samples back. Oh my! But I love this whole found object working personalities that come out with that, and that is a 2-day class with Leighanna also. So we've expanded from 3 to 4 days. Let's talk about, Leighanna. Kecia Delvany is a East Coast artist who has just an amazing personality in who she creates. And I'm sure she has names for all these guys, and I know that she has their personalities all mapped out in their head. So she has 3 classes with us. And we received her samples yesterday, and I will tell you the pictures for her figures do not give you a correct idea of the potential. We tried really hard, but all of us opened these up and you could hear us screaming all over the place going, oh my gosh, I didn't think that way. Oh my gosh, look at this. Look at these faces. Look at them. It's awesome. Look at the size. Look at the, it's not a little guy. This is a good sized person. And look at their faces. She's got paint and stitching. And if you look, she's got old feed sacks in there. She's got cowbells in there, arms. I just was like, oh my gosh, this is so incredibly cool. And we got her picture. We liked her picture, but seeing them in person really did make a difference for us. And if you look at the size, okay, so this is probably where the class is going to be, is something in this size. But, you look how big she is. And then to look at her, she just takes you to a whole nother set of possibilities. I'm like, oh, and look at her face. Just beautiful painting face. This hooked piece is just to die for. Just all these fun little things are just absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. So we were really glad that we asked for samples and we were arranged to do this Facebook Live for you, because that one made a really big difference. And then on the other side, I'm thinking her little houses are going to be like this size, because of course I was looking for the foam, but these are wonderful. Could you see these sitting on a bookcase or in your studio, in your windows? I have nice ledges on my windows and I put all kinds of stuff in the window. My husband makes them crazy. So look at these little guys. There's the detail. Again, paper and fabric. It's the way to go. Look at these faces. I know. They're just, look at the tintype. Look at this. I mean, there's just detail. Okay, sorry, I stopped. Get so excited.
Keep going. I want to see the front again. It doesn't.
Home.
Tilt it up. There you go.
Yeah.
You can't see it.
Well, it's a tintype, so it's kind of dark. All right, then you have this one. She's got some really old tintypes. But can you imagine having an old picture of your great-great-great-grandmother and, you know, it just, the details on here. She just must have boxes and boxes of fodder. Has to be. But they're really awesome, and she can show you how to do it as well. And even look on the roof here. Just great. Great, great, great. Here's another one.
A little baby.
A little baby, yep. Frozen Charlotte. Texture. Look at the head. And I love the little nails. Like it's just, yeah, it's fun. Did I do that right? Did I do it too fast? Okay. So that is Kecia's little houses. And then I wore all my Valentine's Day because I love hearts, and that's not just for Valentine's. It's for any time because our heart is very special. So here is this piece here with canvas and paint and stitching and words. So again, can you see this as a necklace, an altar? I mean, again, possibilities are endless, absolutely endless. And these teachers, one of the things that I have, a friend that I've known for quite a long time, and she said, you know, when you choose to be a teacher, an instructor, you choose to share and give away your art. So there's a whole group of creatives that maybe don't teach and produce art and sell their art and don't share their techniques with people. But these teachers they share. They're really, very sharing, very interested, very creative. And I think that they deserve a lot of gold stars for wanting to share their techniques that are their livelihood. So, okay, we have Julie Booth, who, up until recently lived in our neighborhood, has an amazing, amazing stitching and beading. This is a 2-day class, and you cannot imagine. All the little pieces and buttons and filigree and sequins and her wonderful swan.
She's on here.
Julie's on. Okay. If anybody has any questions, Julie has joined us for the Facebook Live. I know Kecia's on her way to the West Coast, so
Exquisite.
I know, it's just absolutely amazing. And we have a 2-day class and a 1-day class. So Julie is teaching for 3. This piece, her class has actually already sold out. We are taking a wait list if you're interested, but then you could sign up for her 2-day class. And but just the way Julie stitches her textures and incorporates her found objects, I just think are amazing. I mean, look at how she makes these. This is all texture with stitching that is amazing.
The flow.
Yes, exactly. So that you will learn lots of fabulous things from Julie as well. Are there any questions so far? I need my glasses because I need to see those beads up close. And no? Everybody okay? Is there anybody that's already signed up? Have you registered for your class? Oh, I wanted to see how she did that. And look at these. Yes, absolutely endless possibilities. Endless.
Oh, good comment about the heart.
Mm-hmm.
Kecia's heart.
is that it could be name tag for jams.
Oh,
you put your name
yeah,
inside
that's
of
a
it.
great
Yes.
idea. That's a great, was that Naya?
No,
Naya or
actually,
Crystal? Oh,
No,
Ann.
and Sam.
Anne.
Sandwich.
Okay, Anne, great idea. That is a great idea. We all want to do some name tags, so
Brandon
could-
signed up for both the classes.
Say-
Meter,
huh?
Meter signed up for both
Yes.
classes. Brandon.
Yeah, great,
Sue
great.
Carroll,
Yep,
Sheila Hodges,
yep. Sheila.
Suzanne.
Yeah. All right, great, great.
I bet we'll have some more today.
We will have some more today, and we will have some new people too. So the idea is that we're running these classes all at the same time. Okay, sorry, I forgot me. I'm teaching too. So let me show you mine before I get into the frequently asked questions. So I have a journal class that I am teaching that is a little more paper oriented than what you might be used to seeing me do. So we will work with all kinds of textures and paints. Gel plates is my favorite now, but layering, this one is mostly paper, but I do incorporate fabric in them as well. I have ATCs that I thought, well, I need to put them in the book. So I take ATCs. So these are kind of your fodder ideas. And trust me, I have lots to share. The first day we will make our pages and create our backgrounds. And then on the second day, we will actually start assembling our book. And as you can see, I do a really, really difficult binding method. I take a straight sewing machine with a straight thing and I do a line. So that's my great technical bookbinding process for you. Pictures, some direct, some fabric, you know, as much as I can put fabric in, I try to. But this book I did very early. Another, you know, I really love the ATCs because they are just a nice way to pull some of that artwork out. And it's small and unique. This one was my first Italy book where my Madonna is kind of my, this was a trip. We work in fabric now. It's a mixed media fabric book that we do, but these were all kind of Madonna pictures and a little bit about where the trip was. But the book for Italy is different. But it's all just kind of incorporating things. I don't use a lot of words. I was told many years ago that the written language was not my friend. I can't spell. I don't know grammar. So I tend to leave the words off. I might use single words like free and soul and cut out words, but you will see most of my work does not incorporate like a written journal with a story. I just, as I said, because I probably would misspell everything.
So
this is a 2-day class.
So, just to answer the question on where the classes will be is, this class of Judy's will be in the warehouse. This one,
I think will be upstairs.
Will be upstairs. And Kecia's classes are on the first floor. So I know Christine asked about it. So all 3 of Kecia's classes will be on the first floor.
Yeah. Yeah.
This one of Judy's is upstairs. So it was,
and Leighanna is upstairs.
Leanna's upstairs and Julie is upstairs.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I'm in the warehouse here when everybody else is teaching.
Each class listing says, when you click on the class, each class listing says
where
exactly
it's located.
Where it is. Yes. Because we know this question gets asked all the time.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. So the other class that I am teaching is a scroll. And again, I think it's a wonderful way. This is one I just did recently. This is the size of the spool that you'll have, and I'll have lots of fodder for you. Hand stitching, we're not going to work with any machines. So there'll be, you know, I suggest you bring things that are special for you, but I will have some printed like these cards here, vintage cards I'll have, and some trims I'll have. We have this great hand-dyed velvet from India, and this was actually a cuff that I sewed onto the end of here. So seriously, there's like nothing you can throw away anymore. This one was a sewing spool. I did that on vacation in Florida. I haven't quite, as you can see my blue tape. I haven't quite figured that part out, but we'll have that done. And then, Chris, I think you gave me these bobbins. Mm-hmm. These are great bobbins. And then I had somebody who donated a few player piano pieces with me, and she would take the paper off of them and she would use the player piano pieces as a spool. This was one that was kind of paper.
So you provide the spool, but they could bring a spool if they have something.
Absolutely.
Themselves.
Yep. Yes, yes. And I would suggest, just bring little bits. We always say not larger than a gallon size Ziploc bag. They really, truly, you can get by because most of the teachers are so generous with what they bring. We try to take care of that. But so this is a spool as well. This, and this was the effect of doing the Indian paper, which is cloth. They're all made out of cloth. So that's that class. Okay. All right. So Chris answered the question about locations, and we did, I'll have to hand that to Sharon. So she did make sure that there were locations put on the class information. So that was really great. We're going to schedule the classes are going to be from 10 to 5 every day for 1 hour for lunch. We will open, and lunch is provided. Kyle will take your menu choices 2 weeks before. So please look for that email. Otherwise you get kitchen choice. And so that's a big deal. We will open the store will be open to shop because of course we don't want to stop you from doing that. 30 minutes before and 30 minutes after the class. And then you'll have time to do it during the day. You will receive a 15% discount for the summit participants only. And we will allow you to do baskets. So like say we call it an on hold ticket. You need something or you're shopping and you got to go back upstairs because your teacher's going to talk about some stuff and you're going to put a basket or a bag with your name on it and put things in it. And we'll have a system and we'll explain it to you when you get here. But we want you to close that tab every day, but you do have the whole day to do that. You get little, as I said, it's little bits of time that you get except for the lunch hour. Let's see. Oh, the big thing, and this is a little different than how we do our normal business, is that the kit fee is payable in cash to your teacher. So you have the registration fee that comes, and we take care of ordering your lunch for you and getting you in your class. But every kit fee, please bring cash, exact if you can do it, and put it in an envelope with your name on it so that you hand it to your teacher, and that is ready and there, and that cash is done. Yep, there's a supply list. There's listings of what's supplied from us and the teachers, and then what it is that you need to bring. Bring a very basic toolkit. So, if you're doing some hand stitching, bring your favorite needle, bring some of your threads, bring your, if you're doing a thimble or whatever, those tools, your scissors, absolutely bring those. So there is a little bit of a toolkit that you want to make sure that you bring. And we want you to ask to join the Creative Summit Facebook page. We allow people that have been in previous summits to come and sign up for that. So make sure that you're active on there. There's places to meet. You can do that. Say, oh, you're going to go. Let's go make sure we go to dinner or something. So that is a conversation area for you as a group, to make plans with people and that type of stuff. Facebook page. There is, visit Alexandria website. Alexandria is one of the top places in the country to visit. So maybe you can stay a little later or come a little early and visit Old Town Alexandria. It's absolutely a great place. It's on the river. Wonderful to spend some time there. Okay. Any questions? Kind of zoomed through it.
Is the warehouse ground level?
Warehouse is ground level. And it's subject to the conditions of the outside, the weather. Yes. But yes, it is ground level. It's not very fancy. That's why we have to do It's Saturday and Sunday in the warehouse.
If you're in that class, do not dress up.
No, dress in layers. What other questions do we have? Okay. All right. Well, thank you for joining us. We look forward to having you attend the Creative Summit with us. And please vote for us in your favorite local quilt store. So thanks. Have a great day. Create something and give yourself a hug.